831-9000.
Coming up next, join Street Watch Lansing as it commemorates World Food Day and looks at food distribution in the greater Lansing area.
To score points. In the car, the right move can save your life. Make the right move and always buckle up.
Serving all of mid-Michigan, you're watching WILX-TV. Now from News 10, coverage you can count on. Roger McCoy, Liz Talbot, meteorologist Joe Kopacek with weather, and Tim Stout, sports. This is News 10 at 6.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight. Liz Talbot is under the weather tonight. 2 separate violent incidents in Lansing schools in 2 days has left 1 youth expelled tonight and 3 other students suspended and a teacher off work for at least 2 days. As we first told you last night, a 14-year-old has been expelled for bringing a loaded gun to Harry Hill Vocational Academy. Now, that happened on Thursday. And on Wednesday, a teacher at Otto Middle School was allegedly beaten up by 3 other students. News 10's Karen Straney has been chasing down all the details today and is standing by live in the newsroom to catch us up to speed. Karen, what can you tell us here?
Well, Roger, it took 2 days to confirm that, in fact, there was an incident that took place on Wednesday at Otto Middle School. And here's what we know right now. The teacher's name is Chuck Vaughn. He teaches industrial arts. It happened on Wednesday. No time has been confirmed yet. No ambulance was dispatched to the school, so injuries, if any, were not serious enough to warrant that type of medical attention. I called Vaughn's house today looking for Chuck to see how he was feeling. I was told that he and his wife have gone out of town for a few days, and according to the school district, Vaughn is on voluntary leave for 2 days. He's been out of school both Thursday and today. 3 students have been suspended for their involvement in this alleged incident. It's not clear what prompted the confrontation nor how the district intends to handle it. All of this information was confirmed today by school board member Bill Carter, who learned about the incident from a concerned parent. He worked through the public information officer at the school district, Judy Brown. He was able to confirm this information and get back to the parent after last night's school board meeting. I talked to him this afternoon, and he says this type of behavior from students is most definitely not tolerable.
They better do something with a student that assaults a teacher. Is that we will not stand for that. As far as me as a board member, the administration, I don't know how the administration feels about this, but if we don't support our teachers and if we don't support our staff, then there's something wrong with us. And as far as I'm concerned, is that students who assault teachers should not be in schools. There's places for them. We have alternative education, and if they can't get along in alternative education, we have places called jails and prisons.
Part of the reason why it's been difficult to get confirmation on this story is because it's being handled as an internal investigation, and the school district has its own public safety department that has been handling this incident and dealing with the teacher and the student. A lot more will be learned next week, and a number of teachers and administrators, as we're all aware, are very involved in teacher contract negotiations at this time. Again, next week will be a much better time to catch up on this and see how the district intends to handle the situation. Roger?
2 questions, Karen. Does Superintendent Dick Halleck comment on this thing, and have those 3 students been charged criminally in this case?
Well, to answer the first question, Dick Halleck was not available for comment today. I did speak with a number of other school administrators who are taking this situation very seriously. Dr. Halleck has been involved in school contract negotiations with the teachers union, so we might possibly talk to him Monday. They'll be back at the table again. We'll be looking for him on Tuesday. But as far as we know, the 3 students have been suspended. They have not been lodged in the Ingham County Youth Home. It does not appear that this has gone any farther than just the public safety department inside the Lansing School District.
All right, Karen. Karen Straney reporting live from our newsroom tonight, and as Karen just told us, the episode is still under investigation by the school district. The suspended students' cases will be reviewed sometime next week. In the meantime, the 14-year-old student who was caught with a loaded .22 caliber gun at Harry Hill Vocational Center yesterday remains in custody at the Ingham County Youth Home. He's charged with having a concealed weapon at that school. His case will be handled through the probate court system. The teenager allegedly pointed a gun at another student, and if convicted, he could spend the next 2 to 4 years in a youth detention center. 3 adults arraigned today after Lansing police made numerous drug purchases last night. Lansing police arrested a total of 6 adults and 1 juvenile after they tried to make numerous drug purchases around the city last night. Police were successful at least 4 different locations. The adults were charged with 11 felonies, including delivery of cocaine, carrying a concealed weapon, possession of marijuana, and others. The 4 other adults will be arraigned tomorrow, and the juvenile in the case has been released to his parents. Well, the weather is beginning to turn colder already, but at least 8 people are homeless this weekend because their apartments have been condemned. The city has ordered their apartments vacated until their heating systems are repaired. And News 10's Mike Nichols has been following this story and has more.
Turning up the heat on the owners of the Terraces apartment complex. There have been problems here for a while, but when the city received complaints of 16 different units without heat, the housing department kicked into action.
It's roses, a lot of roses, and ain't no heat.
And we have not had any cooperation from the landlords. I understand that the owners of the complex are in Canada. We call them, we try to reach them, they don't respond.
Many of the units simply had their thermostats shut off and now have working heat. But at some others, heat wasn't the only problem. Some time ago, roaches had infested this apartment.
Was complaints, but they don't really, they come and they do a half job, you know, they work, but they do a half of, you know, what they're supposed to do.
But will this get the owners to shape up? Putting these people out over the weekend, do you think that's going to do it?
Oh, listen, this is heartbreaking, okay? This will do it. What we have done is we have contacted Red Cross. They're aware of the situation. We're telling people in these units to get in touch with the Red Cross. They will make arrangements for them until these units have heat.
Now, a contractor is supposed to come in on Saturday and inspect the systems, but because the company which owns the complex is undergoing some financial trouble, there are fears that the contractor won't perform any or all of the work because they don't think they'll be paid. That's why city officials tagged the units and evicted the residents. Roger?
Mike, how far can the city go in this matter in pursuing it?
Well, they can go pretty much as far as they want, and they say they're going to continue to pursue it.
All right, Mike Nichols reporting from our newsroom tonight. That complex has a total of 140 units. The management company, Tenmer Construction, is based in Canada, and they could not be reached for comment this afternoon. Well, East Lansing teachers are demanding a recount tonight, and Art Wainwright introduces us to a man who's giving back after a tragedy on tonight's Route 10. Stay with us.
News 10 is brought to you in part by your local Jeep and Eagle dealers and by Magic Line.
Bob Lambert took this job for some very good reasons. One of them is the benefits, like Delta Dental. Bob's group chose Delta Dental because we manage costs and offer options from traditional plans to dental PPOs and HMO type plans. And each one delivers quality service. And that's good, because when Bob's on the job, he has other important things to worry about. Delta Dental, right where you belong.
We didn't put Dodge Intrepid's windshield in the usual place. We moved it forward and down to enhance visibility and aerodynamics. The wheels were moved toward the corners to make it more stable. And now many features that were options are standard. So even though Intrepid has air, speed control, power windows, and more, the price isn't where you'd expect to find it either. It's lower. Dodge Intrepid. This changes everything.
This is the new Chevy Blazer. This is the Ford Explorer. Both vehicles are equipped the same, so why is one hiding? Could it be that Blazer has a more powerful engine or a sticker price over $500 less? The real reason is this. Last year, Blazer outsold Explorer 2-to-1 in mid-Michigan. Right now, your mid-Michigan Chevy dealers are offering an affordable monthly lease payment designed to keep Blazer #1. Drive Blazer today at your mid-Michigan Chevy dealer.
East Lansing's Motor Wheel Corporation is getting a financial shot in the arm tonight. The manufacturer today announcing an investment company called JLL, investing some $40 million to help relieve enormous debt pressures and to help pump more money into making wheels at that company. As much as that money is a welcome investment, Motor Wheel officials say it won't reverse their previous decision to close the Lansing plant.
The plans to close the Lansing plant are proceeding as scheduled. We should be finished with that by the end of the year. I think that the corporate headquarters is here. We're going to stay here, and it means to the folks that work here and work in all of our plants around the country and our subsidiary in Mexico that the financial condition of the company is going to be a lot stronger, and the company will be better able to operate in the future.
All 165 Lansing-based Motor Wheel plant workers will be out of a job once that closure is final. Declining demand for steel wheels has prompted consolidation and those layoffs. Joe Kovacic standing by live at the JC Haunted House in Lansing tonight. And, Joe, you've got a pretty chilling forecast.
Roger, I'll tell you what, all the spooks, goblins, and ghosts are here tonight, and they're here to scare you. And I promise it's going to be scarier than our forecast. Let's take a look at the guarantee. We managed to scare out a wind this time around. We predicted a high temperature of 68 degrees. It was 65 early this morning, so no sweatshirt this time around. I'll be back after this break, and we'll take a tour of the Lansing's JC's Haunted House.
Capital Cadillac continues to surprise the local automobile industry by consistently selling and leasing an incredibly high volume of new and pre-owned cars. How do we deliver so many? Yes, Capital Cadillac's service is excellent. Yes, our sales staff is professional, polite, and knowledgeable. Yes, we have a tremendous inventory. But perhaps the biggest reason is that buying or leasing a new or pre-owned Cadillac from Capital Cadillac is surprisingly affordable. Come to the dealer that's easy to do business with. Capital Cadillac, the dealer that's surprisingly affordable.
It happens once every year. Every item in every department is on sale at Peerless's annual store-wide sale. Every item has been drastically reduced. Sofas, recliners, dinettes. In every department, fantastic markdowns on everything. Even Peerless-made mattresses made right here in your own hometown. And finance your purchase for free. 0% interest for 1 full year, no strings attached. It's all on sale at Peerless during the annual store-wide sale.
This is what Bill Knapp's menu looks like. Now take a closer look at Bill Knapp's made-from-scratch difference. It could win you your share of $500,000 in cash and prizes in the Match Made-from-Scratch menu game. Just match the delicious photo on your game card with the original photo on our menu. It's a match made from scratch, only at Bill Knapp's.
Time is money, so see your Lincoln Mercury dealer now.
And the Mercury Clearance Countdown is the time to save lots of money on Mercury Villager, the minivan that drives like a car. Now drive one for just $269 a month for 24 months. You get a powerful V6 engine, the safety of 4-wheel anti-lock brakes, room for 7 passengers and 13 different seating positions, but only while they last. At just $269 a month, the value really adds up on Mercury Villager.
Mercury Villager at your Lincoln Mercury dealer now.
It's the Great Book Giveaway Friday and Saturday at Publishers Warehouse. Register to win any 2 books in the store valued at $4.99 each. Winners every hour at Publishers Warehouse in the Lansing Factory Outlets. DeWitt.
Hello, everyone. I'll tell you what, Halloween is right around the corner, and we've decided to take our weather on the road tonight. We're at the corner of Logan and Holmes at the Logan Frandor Shopping Center with the Lansing's JC's Haunted House. This is going to be running tonight, Friday, then it starts up again next Thursday and runs right on through Halloween. It's $3 for adults. They've got a separate little haunted house for the kids, and all the money goes to proceeds to benefit the Lansing community. Now, I've been in dozens of these things, and these don't scare me at all, so let's take a little tour and show you what's going on. I mean, these things, they're not really that scary at all. So let's take a look at what's going on. Gee, there's one of the guys right now. He looks like one of our former, well, I won't say it. There's another one right there. This one's got chains and everything. Okay, this place is getting a little bit scarier. Okay, let's go over to the Black & Decker display over here. Yeah, a little ER action. We're seeing a little operation going on here. Okay. All right, it's still not too scary. Again, these things you just got to, take them for granted. People are jumping out at you all the time, and it's just not really all that scary. Not that scary one bit. That didn't bother me at all, one bit forever. I'm not scared. And here's some more little emergency action going on. Again, a little chopping action going on, and it looks like this guy's about ready for dinner, little Friday the 13th. So again, the Lansing's JC's, and come on down here. It starts tonight, runs Saturdays, and picks up again at Halloween. This guy thought he was going to scare me. Didn't scare me one bit. Runs right on through Halloween, and it's $3 for adults, $1 for kids. It's at the corner of Logan and Holmes, and all the proceeds go to benefit the Lansing community. So let's take a look at something else that's a little scary. Our forecast, current conditions right now, generally cloudy skies, rain falling in the area. It is fairly light at the present time, 48 degrees, 46 at Jackson, 45 at Battle Creek. The relative humidity 93%, winds west at 15. The barometer is now rising, and a little over half an inch of rainfall reported. High temps for the day, that's a little misleading. 68 degrees at Lansing, Jackson 64 right after the midnight hour, and temperatures have been falling throughout the afternoon. Take a look at the current conditions around the area. Yeah, that's no mistake. Temps generally sitting in the low 40s, and not going to get much better later on tonight. Here's the radar. Rain moving through the area. We can expect periods of rain right on through the evening hours. Some of that rain may mix with a little bit of snow by tomorrow afternoon. Here's your forecast beginning tomorrow. That storm moving up to the northwest. Cold and wet, so if you're headed to the game, take along some warm clothes and some rain-fighting gear. And again, by late tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night, we could see some snow showers. Sunday, still lots of clouds, but a little bit better. We could see a little bit in the way of sunshine. And temperatures over the weekend expected to be very cold. We're looking at highs generally in the 40s. Here's your forecast. Rain is likely tonight with a low temp around 40 degrees. Then for tomorrow, rain likely, maybe some light snow. Late in the day, a high of 45. Tomorrow night, scattered rain and snow showers, low in the mid-30s. And then for Sunday, mostly cloudy, high temperature only in the lower 50s. Then for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, it warms up. Temperatures back into the 60s. And a good chance of rain moving in on Tuesday. There's that guaranteed forecast coming up. And it looks like this. We're shooting for a high temp on Monday of 63 degrees. So, like I said, Roger, go through these things doesn't bother me at all. I'm not phased, although I do feel a little flushed right at the present time.
Okay, Joe, I like that makeover. Joe Kovacek from the JC's Haunted House in Lansing. Coming up next, Tim Stout with sports and a big preview of a big weekend. Will the Spartans have quarterback Tony Banks in the lineup tomorrow? We'll find out when we come back.
Rapid Printing for high quality at last year's prices on all your printing needs. Rapid Printing, Michigan Avenue, Lansing.
Okay, this is big, really big. I mean, humongously big. It's the Buick Cashback Closeout. How much cash back? Try $1,500 to $2,000. See, your Buick dealers need to move out all their 95s, so you get $2,000 cash back on Buick Park Avenues and Ultras, or $1,500 cash back on Buick LeSabre, Roadmaster, Regal, Skylark, and Century. Now, wouldn't you really rather have a Buick? I thought so. Well, you better hustle, because Buick's Cashback Closeout ends soon, like really soon. I'm not kidding. You gotta step on it. Get it in gear. Put the hammer...
She was everything a man could ever want, but I just had to let her go.
She said, darling, we can work it out. I said, honey, I don't think so.
See, the two of us are not the same. We're as different as night and day.
Now there's pepperoni in the crust.
I gotta eat mine the wrong way.
Crust first.
There's a new stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut with not just cheese, but pepperoni baked right into the crust.
I'm a little lonely, a small price to pay for pepperoni.
It seems ironic that trucks so diligently engineered to be quiet would have so much volume. Dodge Ram and Dodge Ram Club Cab, the roomiest pickups on the road. The rules have changed.
What's in a quality cabinet? Just one glance at a Pioneer cabinet and you'll discover beautiful Michigan-made, semi-custom cabinets in an array of styles and colors. Pioneer Cabinetry is available at Spring Arbor Kitchen and Bath. Spring Arbor offers complete design and installation services, and for a limited time receive special savings on Pioneer cabinets at Spring Arbor Kitchen and Bath. Add a touch of class to your home with Pioneer Cabinetry, the signature of quality and craftsmanship.
This week, Value City Department Store is busting the high prices found at major department stores. You won't believe the savings. A hot look for the fall. Save 65% on men's leather cross-color shoes. Only $19.99. Save over 70% on ladies' leather casuals from Grasshoppers. Only $14.99 a pair. Save 65% on girls' toddler university patent leather dress shoes. Only $9.99. Don't pay major department store prices. You can be a price buster too. Just hurry into Value City Department Store and get the value.
News 10 Sports is brought to you in part by Candy Ford Mercury in Charlotte.
Tim Stout with sports, and Tony Banks, will he or won't he play?
I don't know. He may not want to play with the weather the way it is. He couldn't play him at all. And it's going to be
A cold, dreary, maybe wet day tomorrow when the Spartans host Minnesota in a 1 o'clock kickoff at Spartan Stadium. There is no live television coverage. The veteran Tony Banks could return to quarterback the Spartans for at least some of the game. He has missed the last 3 with an ankle injury, but looked healthy in practice all this week. With or without him, the Spartans are favored by a touchdown. Now, you may need to dry out and warm up after the game tomorrow, so here is a suggestion. You can watch Tom Izzo's first MSU basketball team play its annual green and white game at the Breslin Center 30 minutes after the football game ends. This MSU team features some old faces and a few new ones. Here's the younger Respert, Mike Respert, Sean's brother. Unlike last year, the Spartans are dealing with not being highly ranked in the pre-Big Ten polls.
So what we're going to try to do is, start off in preseason, win a couple of games, win most of our games, possibly all of them, and try to get up in the rankings and hopefully be in the top 5 in the Big Ten.
I always love the underdog, and when we come out in first place, I mean, you can tell people who write those magazines and stuff, hey, we'll earn the respect.
High school football teams will battle the weather, playing their 8th games of the season tonight. And for downtrodden Lansing Everett, the 0-7 Vikings will also have to contend with the strength of Grand Ledge when those two meet tonight at 7:30 at Archie Ross Stadium.
Sure, it's going to be a little bit tougher when you're 0-7, and that's no secret. It's no fun to lose, but like I said, we're trying to maintain a positive attitude and a positive work ethic.
Lansing Catholic Central, the Cougars got another day to prepare for tomorrow night's game at Everett Stadium against Corunna, and Catholic is still hoping to make it in the end to the Class C playoffs.
The loss to Mason was a tough one because we pointed toward the league this year. We thought we had a chance in the league. The kids played extremely hard in that ball game, and it's been kind of tough getting them back up. But this week, we've got great senior leadership, and right now they're ready to play. I mean, I'm really excited about it. They're a great group of kids, and I think we can do it. I think we're all set from that standpoint.
NFL players can be glad they don't have college football's celebration penalty for the end zone rejoicing. The Bengals destroyed the slump-ridden Steelers in Pittsburgh last night. How do you think a college ref would have reacted to Carl Pickens' performance after this touchdown reception? There it is, little trash talk in the defender's face, over him with a step, spike the ball, wait for the teammates, and do whatever this is. That's what I'm telling you, the flags would have flown if this was a college game last night. Now, if you have a queasy stomach, don't watch here. Michael Stiek's tennis injury for the next few seconds. In Vienna, Austria today during a tournament, Stiek was merely running down a shot when his ankle grotesquely got caught and turned inward. He ended up tearing a ligament very badly. He was carried off on a stretcher. Michael Stiek will be sidelined indefinitely. How does the phrase go, the best laid plans? Well, let's go to Anaheim, California. For opening night for the NHL's Mighty Ducks, and the mascot duck is about to skate and jump through a fire hazard. We got lights, music. It's all choreographed as only the Disney people could do it. But then the duck, the mighty wing, or the wild thing, and the mighty wing of the wild thing. Look at all that. Does that look nice? But the duck screwed it up. At any rate, that's the way it went in Anaheim last night. The Baltimore Orioles shook things up today, firing manager Phil Regan and general manager Raleigh Heeman. Cincinnati's Davey Johnson is the front-runner to replace Regan next season in the Orioles dugout. Meanwhile, in Cleveland, thousands of wildly cheering Indians fans assembled downtown for a World Series pep rally. Game 1 in Atlanta tomorrow night. Cleveland will host games 3, 4, and 5 next Tuesday through Thursday. College football, Northwestern is clearly the Cinderella story of the year, and can the 11th-ranked Wildcats keep their winning ways going at home this Saturday against Wisconsin? Northwestern now 5-1 after rallying to beat these Minnesota Gophers the other night. Northwestern and Wisconsin. Minnesota hoping to play better, of course, at Michigan State tomorrow. So we'll see how all of that comes out. Eric Hess has our Calkins football report tonight at 11. Okay, it's going to be a little cold and chilly out there watching that high school football tonight. Okay. All right, thanks, Tim. And Art Wainwright with Route 10 when we come back. Stay with us.
October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Mammography is a safe and effective early detection technique. This message is brought to you by St. Lawrence Hospital and Gardner Wellness Center.
Hudson's Jubilee Sale. No wonder they celebrated.
The new Ford Contour with a safety cell body structure, dual airbags, air conditioning, AM/FM stereo cassette, and more. And now with a lease payment of just $199 a month. Come on down to your Greater Michigan Ford dealer today and take the new 96 Ford Contour for a spin for just $199 a month. And while you're there, check out the all-new 96 Taurus. Just make sure you hurry because this offer ends soon. Remember, there's a lot to like at your Greater Michigan Ford dealer today.
All the details are in place. Everything's ready for the most spectacular event of the season. It's Art Van's anniversary sale. A celebration so big, Art Van's top name manufacturers joined in to make it unforgettable. With exceptional anniversary savings throughout the store and special financing to make it easy to get the furniture you want now. You can even win special anniversary giveaways. This is your invitation. Come celebrate with us at Art Van's anniversary sale.
Look what's new at Working Gear. Working Gear!
A new Working Gear is now open in Lansing on West Saginaw next to the Lansing Mall. Celebrate by taking 25% off everything in the entire store. Carhartt Arctic jackets only $65.99. Carolina steel toe boots only $59.99 for 4 days only, Thursday through Sunday.
Look what's new at Working Gear.
Tonight's Route 10 is being brought to you by Michigan Shell Convenience Stores, where you're miles ahead.
And on Route 10 tonight, Art Wainwright has the story of a Clinton County farmer who's giving back after a devastating fire struck his farm a couple of years ago.
This is what greeted St. John's farmer Roy Davis on a cold winter night in February of 1993. His hog operation went up in flames, losing around 400 pigs. At that time, he wasn't sure of his future. But today, this is how Roy's farm looks. He's back in business, and he had insurance to help, but he also found out he had a lot of friends that day. Some of them came from this church just down the road from his farm. When Roy learned that the church was raising money for some needed repairs for an upcoming centennial celebration, well, he decided to help out by donating and cooking up a specialty of his.
You know, we can cook this hog a lot faster, but it's a lot better. It's better if we cook it slower, you know. 275, 300 degrees for 8 to 9 hours. And now they need to put some doors on the church, so I thought if I could help, I would just donate a hog and have them cook the hog. And
Roy said it was no big deal, but, well, those at the church thought otherwise.
It's kind of a payback for him, I think, that he kind of wanted to do that. He's a good guy, and he really knows how to fix for it, that's for sure.
About 150 persons took part in the dinner, and the church will use the proceeds to refinish the front doors.
And what are they going to do to the doors then, kind of?
Well, if we can't find more doors that are like those, then we're going to have to redo these.
Thanks to a farmer who just wanted to return a favor. Art Wainwright, Route 10, St. John's.
Okay, that'll do it for News 10 at 6 o'clock, and join us at 11 o'clock. You're off for the weekend, right? You're out of here.
Gone. If you're going tomorrow to the game, put your long johns on. If you don't have tickets, they'll be handing them out there. People will be selling tickets for a very, very small price tomorrow because of the weather. It keeps people away.
All right, let's take you out to the Lansing JC's Haunted House one more time as we say goodnight. We'll see you at 11.
When you see news happen, dial star 10 on your Century Cellunet telephone system and be instantly connected to the News 10 newsroom.
Preceding arguments for sliding doors on both sides were brought to you courtesy of the new Dodge Caravan. Just as original as the original.
Twin, full, queen, king, whatever size mattress you need, Art Van has it. It's Art Van's any size, one low price mattress sale. Pay one low price for support orthopedic bedding, any size, just $59. Choose any size, just $59. Plus King Coil Premier Firm, Sealy Extra Firm, and King Coil Pillow Top Plush Comfort, any size, just one low price. And Art Van guarantees free next day delivery. Get to Art Van's any size, one low price mattress sale now.
Carpet installed free. This is your final chance. For just a few more hours, only through Saturday, New York Carpet World is giving installation free. Yes, just a few more hours through Saturday. With virtually every carpet we carry, labor costs you nothing. It's totally, utterly, absolutely free. Think of it. Money-saving discount prices. Big savings on every carpet. And with virtually all of it, expert installation won't cost you a penny. It's free. Whatever your plans, don't miss it. Get to New York Carpet World by Saturday night.
Did you know that there are over 50 used car dealers in Jackson? So it's not hard to find the right vehicle. Hi, I'm Chris at Rose City Motors. What is hard to find is the right financing. At Rose City Motors, we shop the banks the same way you shop for a vehicle. That way we can get you the best interest rate and payment to fit your budget. So the next time you shop Rose City Motors in Jackson.
When it concerns you, it concerns us. News 10, coverage you can count on.
New reports of a massacre by Serb forces. What does this do to the prospects for peace? General Powell, the book tour is over tonight. Now a new chapter, whether he'll run for president. NBC News in depth. Another big American company lays off half its workers at one plant. The personal cost of lean and mean. And our American close-up. The professor of the year, he makes physics come alive.
From NBC News, this is NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw.
Good evening. It was going to be difficult enough to bring a halt to the long, murderous war in Bosnia without this. Fresh reports of massacres by Serbian troops, perhaps thousands of Bosnian men and boys killed, just as the United States is trying to get all sides to sit down at a peace meeting 10 days from now. To the American negotiators, the massacres have given a new urgency to these talks, so there will not be more killings. We have more on the story tonight from NBC's Andrea Mitchell.
This week, these bodies were found in a field in northwest Bosnia. Eyewitnesses said they were Bosnian Muslim slave laborers, among several hundred taken from a nearby cement factory in Sanski Most and shot by Serb paramilitary troops. In another incident, the State Department says more than 100 Muslims were killed when they refused to leave their homes in nearby Bosanki Novi. And 2,000 to 3,000 more men and boys are missing. The U.S. fears dead or about to be slaughtered. In a report by the independent television network, this woman did not want to show her face.
They killed my relatives. One very old woman. She didn't able to leave house without help, so Serbian just killed her.
I tu je pokolo, tu je bilo ne znam reći. Tu je bilo dosta ubijenih naroda I poklani.
Ethnic cleansing at work. More than 6,000 Muslims forced from their homes in northwest Bosnia in the past 2 weeks, even as diplomats talk peace. The State Department's top human rights official, John Shattuck, sent to check the reports of massacres, said they are true. Tonight, he returned to brief Washington. The mastermind behind this latest reign of terror, the Serb paramilitary leader known as Arkan, head of the Tiger Brigade, an elite Serbian fighting force. Arkan is a known criminal, a former bank robber with close ties to Serbia. This week, U.S. negotiator Richard Holbrooke asked Serbian President Milosevic to stop Arkan. Milosevic claims he can't control the paramilitary troops.
He has said that he does not support these efforts and that if he uncovers evidence that they are occurring, he will try to use his influence to stop him.
But NBC News has learned that Arkan gets money and logistical support from Milosevic's secret police. Milosevic, the same man who is central to the U.S. peace effort. How do you respond to people who believe that the United States government is closing its eyes to this?
I think that's rubbish. That's how I respond to it.
Milosevic and all the warring parties are coming to the U.S. in 12 days for peace talks at this Air Force base in Ohio. The U.S. says the latest horrors from Bosnia won't derail the talks, but they will certainly make getting an agreement that much more difficult.
I think peace talks would lead nowhere, because this ethnic cleansing and mass murdering is continuing.